What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great morning. It's morning. I'm actually on my way to Johnson City to take the Civic up there and have it looked at real quick. I don't know how exactly to explain this. With the air on, sometimes it sounds like water is sloshing a little bit, or it's making a weird noise out of a vent on the far right hand side. And I don't feel like the air is quite as cold as it was earlier this year. So I'm gonna take it up there and have them looked at, because I only have 318 miles left on my warranty, I think. I may have bought an extended warranty when we got this car. I can't remember. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to get up there before 318 more miles and have this checked out. That way, if there's a leak, or if it needs Freon, there's probably a leak. If they tell me that we just topped it off with Freon, I'm going to be like, well, you need to find that leak before 300 more miles, because obviously there's a reason in 2 years that it leaked Freon. So either way, I don't want to pay for that out of my pocket. So I'm on my way up there today to have that checked out. I want to thank you all for all the comments that you left, hoping I get better and hope I get well and hope my tests come back good. My test did come back negative, so I don't have COVID. I don't know what spiked my temperature to like 102 almost a few days ago. I did take a flu shot the day before, but I've taken a flu shot almost every year. My work offers them, and I've taken them almost every year I've worked there. And it'll go up a little bit. It might go up to like 99 or just a hair over 99, but I've never had it jump up to almost 102. So that was a little concerning, and we have to, call in and let them know that we're running such a high temperature. And I went to the doctor, and of course they admitted a COVID test, and it came back negative. So I'm good. So today I'm going to take my car up there and just have it checked out. Like I said, I have no clue if apparently it had to be the flu vaccination or flu vaccine I took, that I took. So I probably won't be taking a flu shot anymore. That was nuts. It went on for about a day and a half or so, 2 days, and that was horrible. I'd rather have the flu than go through that again. So I probably will not be taking another flu shot. But once we get up here, maybe we take a walk around the lot or something, see what they got. Last time I was up here, they really didn't have anything worth looking at. I mean, nothing special. I mean, when I say nothing worth looking at, they had some Accords and CRVs, normal stuff. They didn't have anything that I would be interested in buying myself. So if they have anything worth looking at, like maybe they have like a Type R Civic or something like that, maybe we'll take a walk around the lot and see what they got, if they have any Toyota trucks or anything. But they didn't have anything like that last time I was up here. I mean nothing. So we'll see what they got when they get up here, and maybe I'll videotape that and show y'all what they have. But for now, I've got about an hour drive or something like that. So I'm gonna get off here and we'll listen to the radio a little bit, sing a little bit. That's what I do in the car. I don't know if you all do that or not, but especially when I'm by myself, I just sing all the time. I don't know if I can sing. I don't know if I can carry a tune in a bucket, but I do it because I like it. So that's what I'm gonna do for the next hour, is just sing. So we'll see you all back whenever we get to the dealership, and then of course after it's all over with, I'll tell you if they found anything or not. A lot of times when you take your car to the dealer to have something looked at, or the mechanic in general, it never duplicates what it was doing prior. So who knows? But at least we'll have a peace of mind knowing that they didn't find nothing. See y'all in a minute. All right, just got the car done, everything serviced and everything. Went ahead and got an oil change. I was about 600 miles away from an oil change, which was the last free oil change that I was due. We bought a package and got a bunch of free oil changes, and that was the last one. But I had the oil change, tires rotated and stuff like that. They checked the AC system, didn't find anything wrong with it, although it does seem to be working better. Can't explain that, and I don't hear that noise. So, I don't know. But they said it was working fine, and it appears to be working fine. But I have a surprise. I wanted to do this on camera. I wanted to do this. Y'all know what this is. Don't just say donut. It's not just a donut. It's the new Krispy Kreme Caramel Glazed. And we're going to try it right now. It's good. Go ahead and throw it out there. It's good. Look, it's dry though. I really expected this to be more like a glazed donut in appearance, but it's not. On the back side, it's a little wet. Front side just looks like a cake donut. But when you bite into it, you can really taste the caramel. It's pretty surprising, actually. Appearance would not give it the taste that you taste when you bite into it. The appearance just looks like it's going to just taste like dough, like fried dough. But it's not. That glaze actually dries on this, and it really hits the palate. It really does. It's amazing, actually. Because I never dreamed it would have this much of a caramel taste by how dry it looks on the outside. And check this out. My fingers ain't even sticky. They're a little dusty, but they're not even sticky. It's a great donut, actually. Y'all should go try that. Highly, highly surprised. Five Guys. Had to eat lunch. You can't just starve to death. But there again, car seems to be working good. Air conditioner seems to be working good. So whether they did anything, whether they didn't, at least it's fixed for now. And like I said, the oil change is done, so I don't have to worry about that. And the reason I did an oil change, I mean, I was still at 600 miles, 700 miles left of that oil change. But it is an hour to the dealership where I have the oil changes done. And I thought, let's just go ahead and do it instead of driving back in a couple weeks and having it done. Now, I do want to say this. And all you Honda guys out there, let me know about this. They wanted to do a 30,000 mile service on this vehicle, which includes like an oil change, cabin air filter. They're going to change the fluids in the transmission and the brake fluid, stuff like that. Just a bunch of stuff. I've never had that done at 30,000 miles, ever, in any vehicle. None, let alone a modern vehicle. You know, oils and fluids should be getting better over time, not worse. I mean, they have an oil out now that's in my wife's new Mercedes. And she only has to have an oil change once a year. That's it, once a year. So oils and fluids are getting better. Now, I had a 300 with over 500 horsepower, and I never had stuff like that done with it, and I never had a problem with it. And you have to believe that the fluids that they used back then aren't as good as the fluids they're using today. So why are these 30,000 mile, fluid changes popping up all of a sudden? Because I don't ever, maybe I'm wrong, but I can never remember back in the day having a manufacturer say, hey, you need to have a 30,000 mile fuel change or oil change, like a service, I guess I'm trying to say, a 30,000 mile service, where we replace all the fluids in your car. And maybe they did. I don't remember that. I've owned 44 cars now, and I can never remember that happening until recently, when fluids are better. So I opted out of that because it was like $600 and some. And even he was going to give me like a 15% discount. It was going to knock it down to like $460 or $70 some. And I was like, no. First of all, I could probably do that myself for a lot cheaper. But secondly, the fluid should be better. I literally drove my 300 to like almost 100,000 miles or something, and never changed any of that fluid. So do you really need that? Let me know in the comments section. Why, if fluids are better now than they were then, are they pushing these fluid changes at 30,000 mile intervals? I think it's a money racket, so I didn't do it. Now, I'm not telling you not to do it. I am not a role model. I'm not leading by example. I just wasn't going to do it because I don't understand why it needs it already. Now, maybe it, okay, back in the day, I was told automatic transmissions in Hondas needed the fluid changed about every 100,000 miles. So why has that changed? I had a Honda Tech tell me that. And one of the older Civics had like an 04 Civic. And he told me about every 100,000 miles of oil or the fluid needs to be changed in the transmission. So why are we doing that 3-to-1 now versus back then? I'm not buying what they're selling. I may get that done somewhere closer. I may do it myself somewhere closer to 70 or 80,000 miles, but we're not doing it at 35,000. Now, a cabin air filter, I should have probably got one of those. But the fluids, I'm out. I ain't done it. Let me know if in the comment section if y'all actually do that. And I know my Tundra is kind of in the same boat. It's coming up on all that. It's got like 41,000 miles, and I'm sure they're going to be pushing to do some kind of something on it too. But I'm not doing it on it either. I'm not going to do it. And if I do, I'll probably definitely do the Tundra myself because it's easier to get up underneath. I would more likely have the Civic done by someone because it's so much harder to get underneath this car to do work than I would the truck or the Jeep either, simply because it's easier to get up underneath. Now, I don't do my own oil changes, even in vehicles I can get up underneath, because I feel like, here's the way I figure stuff out. I take how much money I make per hour at my job. Then I figure up how much time it's going to take me to do whatever it is I need to do. And then, if my time exceeds the amount it would cost me to let someone else do it, where I can be doing something else while they're working on whatever it is they're working on, a lot of times I just let them do it. It's not because I'm lazy, it's because I have other stuff I could be doing. I could be shooting videos like I am right now. So while they're doing that, I may be shooting videos. Now, if it's something astronomical, like if it's $1,000 and, I can save $500 by doing it myself, then naturally. But we're talking very minuscule amounts of money on an oil change. By the time you buy all your oil, and I always use factory oil filters, even whenever I go to like the little places that you just drive in, like the quick lube places, I usually go buy a factory oil filter and take it with me, and then they knock the price of their oil filter off of the cost of the oil change. So I always do a factory filter. But by the time you buy the factory filter, all the oil and everything, and then if you don't have a jack or something and you need one or something like that, you have to include all these things that you need, oil catch pan and stuff like that. By the time you get all that, and I know those things can be used more than once, but by the time you get all that and you figure all that up, you're really not saving that much money. Maybe $10 or something. I don't know. It ain't much. So I usually let people change my oil for me. Plus, if you let the dealership do it, it shows up on a Carfax. And if you ever go to sell your vehicle, you can pull a Carfax up and it shows the full list of oil changes where you've actually maintained your vehicle, and it shows that you've taken good care of it. And people feel more comfortable about buying a vehicle that has a full service history record. So that's why I do it. And that's enough rambling on about an oil change. Those donuts are good. I got to be honest with you, they're good. But I wanted to let y'all know that everything's okay with the Civic. The air was okay and everything. So we're good to go there. And I'm going to sign off here for today. Nothing else really going on. I'm just driving my hour back home, and I probably won't do anything. I did run by a Pew Pew store, and they were so busy they didn't even have time to show me what I wanted to see, so I left. Maybe I'll go to Pigeon Forge or something tomorrow and look at some down there. I don't know, but they didn't have time to show it to me over there. Okay, now if you stuck around this long, you got to see this. This is the greatest thing I've seen all day. I asked her if I could take her picture and everything. She said it was okay. This was awesome. And yes, I gave this girl some money because she at least wasn't lying. She wasn't standing beside Walmart. She wasn't saying, oh, poor, pitiful me, I'm down on my luck. She was just saying, look, this is the way it is. Will you give me some money? And I actually respect that. You know, at least she wasn't lying. But when you see this picture, comment in the comment section below what you think about it, because I thought it was hilarious, and I also thought it was genius. And I had to throw this in at the end because I thought it was pretty great. Appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time.